Hey guys, welcome back to Trips. Another Better Default video. I got a lot of stuff to show you, starting off with these new chickens that I made. Chickens, when they spawn in the nether, now look like this. I'm very proud of this, that's why I'm starting the video off with this. I think it's a powerful start to video. First feature, we're getting right into it, apparently. These new chickens, yeah, they're quite something. I really like them, they're really silly. A cool special feature about these chickens is that if you set them on fire, and I guess it's kind of hard to spot, but I put in this feature, you know, so it can be consistent as it can be, because obviously this is crazy. But check this out, right? If it's on fire, look, it's brown chicken now. You see it? See that? And then it drops a brown chicken, and then you see what I did there? I think this is a really cool feature, right? I mean, it's a bit silly. Why are there chickens like this in the nether? Well, because it's the nether. It's a cursed place. If a chicken ends up here, you know, it's a tough time for a chicken. And they can actually spawn here, I think, because zombie piglins can spawn riding a chicken, I think. So, new feature in my pack. Also check out the babies. Look, he's up. Oh, this is horrible. Look at that. This is probably my favorite thing I've done in a while. I mean, I do a lot of really funny shit, but this is some top tier shit. Look at the babies. Look at that. This is amazing. Let's try to set some more on fire. Look at them. Look at those. Look at those guys. Look at, oh, they're running for their lives. They're toasty and good. All right, first feature done. This is a banger, right? For the next feature, I went into my ender chest and looked at my shulker boxes full of gear. Because as you can already see, I've added icons to all the... Well, this was... Actually, look, you can see it here. I've added icons to all the enchantments. Really cool feature in default Minecraft, actually. You don't even need OptiFine for this. You can change icons in the font to whatever you want, and then you just change the language files to include the icons, and that's what I did. The icons are obviously inspired by Minecraft Dungeons. I had to mix and match them around to make it work, but I think it works quite well. It's very, very colorful, and I'm just really in love with this feature. Like, I feel like this just elevated my pack to a whole nother level. Here's a better look at all the enchantments and all the icons that I chose for them. Some of them are recolored, not straight the colors from Dungeons, or not straight the designs from Dungeons, like this one, Cleaving, which isn't even in the game yet. Or Breach for that matter, which is just a copy of that. Uses the maze texture. This one uses my double X texture. Sharpness, wherever that is, there it is. Sharpness uses my X texture as well. So they're a bit customized. Like I said, some of them don't exist. Obviously, some of them are just recolored. This is all the icons, but you should definitely check them out in game. That's how you get the full experience. Next change is I added a pink-robed villager as half of all villagers in snowy biomes. This is based on concept art from Minecraft Legends. The default one is the blue one, and now half of them can be pink, which is a nice contrast and adds nice detail to your world. And baby villagers can now also spawn with pink robes, you know, naturally. I mean, that's pretty cute, and it's consistent, right? It's the only way to do it, right? And my baby, if you didn't know, they're pixel consistent. Next up, I redid the wolf, which is kind of a big deal. New wolf in my pack. Check them out. Look at that. It's a big old wolf. Look at him. It's a crazy shape. I mean, this was very popular on Reddit, but also very unpopular. A lot of people downvoting my wolf post. They didn't like it. It's a true statement piece, and I love it, seeing this thing walk around. Super immersive, in my opinion. It is a wolf's face. I mean, whether you like it or not, this is what a wolf looks like. I added a new system as well to their ears. Every wolf that spawns has different ears. We're gonna have a bunch of wolves now in this area. Look at this one. They're also rotated individually. Well, they have a chance to rotate individually anyways. Like, these are all rotated differently, but they're rotated in the same way, like in, what's it called? Like symmetrically. That makes sense, right? What I'm saying right now. And I'm trying to find a wolf. It'll be rare, which has one ear up and one ear down. Now, I've actually reloaded my texture pack, and now all the wolf skins will be randomized to feature all the new wolves coming in 1.21. Obviously, like I said already, this is version 1.20, so I don't have the new wolf skins, but I did add them as random skins, just for showcase purposes. In the actual pack, they won't be there. Now you can see all the different wolf types as we search for asymmetrical ears. It's a bit more exciting. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the new wolf? Like I said, it's a statement piece. Does this one have asymmetrical ears? I think it does. Wait, do you have asymmetrical ears? Come here. Come here, little wolf. No, maybe it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Oh my god. There you go. Look at this one. Aw, look how blessed you'd be if you found this one. It's very rare, but I think it's a very, very cool feature. You can now... It would have been a husky as well, like wherever this one spawns. I don't actually know. Like I said, these are random for showcase purposes, but not actually random in the pack. But anyways, here's my wolf. What do you think? Let me know, please, because I'm desperate to know what you think. I think I've just made the peak wolf design right here. I don't think it gets any better than this. Opinions vary, apparently. I added a new system for potions in my pack. You can already see it fully at work here. Well, another one of those features you're probably gonna want to try out in game. I'll give you the rundown though. Positive potion effects have bubbles running upwards, like night vision is a positive one. We'll find a negative one like this one. Harming, you know, I could see it by the particles, right? Okay, so negative potion effects like harming have bubbles flowing downwards. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna have, I don't know, just hold it. See that? And positive ones have bubbles flowing upwards. It's very subtle, but it's one of the features of my potion system. Obviously, the bottles are different too. The trim of the bottle represents how each potion is brewed, which is actually brilliant. I now, maybe it's because I worked on it and that's why I know it, so maybe it's a bit of false advertising, but I feel like I now know how to brew any of these potions, which is really fun. This one, for example, potion of water breathing, brewed with a pufferfish, right? The colors of a pufferfish, and then the cork is the blue of the fins. Potion of swiftness, brewed with sugar. Bit of a rough pellet to figure out, but it is the sugar pellet. And then the cork is green for sugar cane, right? Potion of slowness is an inverted potion. Inverted potions have an inverted inside color too, and then the color of the bottle. Let's pick the potion of harming again, and let's take a potion of healing for an example there as well. Some potions, like slowness and swiftness, you brew by inverting them with a fermented spider eye. So where potion of swiftness has bubbles flowing upwards, potion of slowness will have bubbles flowing downwards, and the pellet of the inside liquid is reversed. So it's light on the inside here, and dark on the outside, and here it's dark on the inside and light on the outside. Which is a bit strange, but I thought it was a cool way to show how it's inverted. Also, the colors are inverted, so here it's the trim is the color of sugarcane and the cap is the color of sugar. Here, this potion of healing is made with a glintering melon because it's a melon pellet, and then the cap is the color of the inside of the melon, and then here the potion is the trim of the potion is the entire red of the melon, and the green is only the cap. Right, and then the liquid is dark on the inside. I don't know if this all makes sense. I hope it makes sense. I think the system is like supreme. I haven't seen a better system. Name me a better potion system, if you dare. Strong potions are also square, and long potions have a longer neck, which is, you know, you can see it by the bottle. You know, they have a bit of a longer neck. Another cool feature, which is super random, and you know, I don't know if it really helps you at all. But I'll just show it off because I do think it's very cool, because I made strong potions glow in the dark, and they glow only slightly. You can barely see it. You can see it compared to normal potions that don't glow, which are a lot darker. Because look, this is a swiftness potion and that's a strong swiftness potion. See the difference? It's because they're brewed with glowstone, which is such a stupid little detail. Like, this is never gonna help you, but now you know, right? You can differentiate them by their, you know, because they glow. Which, I don't know. I don't know why I put so much effort into that, but there you go. I want to show off a bunch of renames I'm adding this update. There's like 20. I think it is actually 20, right? Link 9. Yeah, it's 20. 20 Pride elytras. These are actually made by SixFootBlue for the ItemBound resource pack, who donated them. Well, I just asked, and SixFootBlue allowed me to use them. I always thought elytra were perfect as a representation for flags. I would also like to do country flags, but I feel like country flags are more controversial than pride flags. So SixFootBlue made these, allowed me to use them, and now they're in the pack, so you can get them now. Another new thing this update is Totem of Undying renames. These are based on a lot of stuff. We're gonna have to check them out. This one's obviously based from Smash Bros. Wait, the special flag, check it out. Look, straight out of Smash Bros. Kind of fun to see it in there, wherever that is originally from. I just know it from Smash Bros. But the Dead Ringer suggested to me on Reddit. Thought this one was genius. I mean, it's not quite a Totem of Undying, but it kind of functions like almost in a similar way, you know? Oh, watch out, he's holding a Dead Ringer. Like, I thought that was brilliant. I added a really slow animation to the Dead Ringer, so in-game, it'll change its model over time. The animation is really slow because the Totem of Undying, if it's in your offhand, it's just gonna be, there you go, it just changed. It's just gonna be in your face all the time, so that's why I wanted the animation to be slow. You can't actually control that. You can't like open the Dead Ringer, but this way at least I can like showcase that it is in fact a Dead Ringer, right? This emphasizes it better. Then we have the fairy. That's very much in your face. He's always going to be in your face. It's a weird creative decision that I made for this Totem of Undying rename. I kind of like it. In first person, it's just in your hand. But here it's floating around. We make it midnight. You can see it's actually a bit more pleasant. And I really like this. I guess this is for the Legend of Zelda fans, right? Rename a Totem of Undying the fairy. And you can have a really cool fairy in the top right corner of your screen, or the top left, depending on whatever you use. Next up is the Ankh, which is a... I don't know how to say that, but whatever. It's a reference to Spelunky, right? Spelunky 2 has... I don't even really know which Spelunky. People suggested this to me, right? I mean, apparently it does the same. Same for the Lucky Charm, which is a reference to Sly Cooper. And there's a Minecon Totem of Undying rename. You know, if money is the thing that saves you, I guess. I don't really know if that makes sense. Honestly, I think it's best if we just kill ourselves using the totems so you can actually see the animation as well. So I'm just gonna stand in this soulfire, hold 2 totems. Okay, look at this. Two of them which are in the top right of your screen. That's super annoying. Okay, let's do it like this. All right, check it out. Boom, totem of soul protection. All right, you ready for the next one? The fairy. But, oh wait. Fire resistance. Damn it. Alright, let's do it again. Check out the fairy. It might take a while. It's not too bad. It's okay. Look, we're holding a fairy. It's in the top right of our screen. We know we're gonna survive this. I don't know why. We're gonna show off all these death animations. This is taking a while now because of the cactus. The fire would have been better. It's okay. There you go. We're gonna die any minute now. Check it out. Boom. Fairy regenerates. Look at that. Do you like that? Bit chaotic. I like it though. I think it's good. Alright, let's check out the mine coin. Since we're low now, let's try to bank on that. Check out the animation for the mine coin. Wait, yes, there you go. Money saved my life. That's what happened. The lucky charm. I mean, I don't really know if this is really interesting. Does this really matter? There you go, the Ankh. I mean, it's kind of what you'd expect, right? I mean, I kind of just like showing it off. The poisonous potato. Let's see if this works. Actually, it's maybe broken. I haven't seen this one. This is exciting. Let's see. Boom, it works perfectly. 3D glasses and all. Now the dead ringer. It doesn't really make sense why the dead ringer comes and revives you, but whatever. Run with it. Look. Why does it Z-fight? That's not my model, right? It's raining now. It's very sad. We've killed ourselves enough. The one-up mushroom. Let's check it out. There you go. Works perfectly. The special flag. I mean, this one's gonna work perfectly every time because it has the same texture on both sides. Oh my god. That's not good. Okay, that doesn't work. Unfortunately, I guess. Whatever. That's not my fault. The model works fine. Moving on. I added new named netherite gear to my pack. This one has the palette of the new mace weapon that's coming to Minecraft. In case you want to, you know, if the mace is like your main weapon and that's what you want to run with, and also the palette of the mace, then you can, you know, just a straight up mace if that's what you're using. And you can use this set. It's netherite, renamed to heavy, right? Called the heavy set. Comes with a heavy crossbow, which was already in the game. There's actually a heavy crossbow for Minecraft Dungeons. I just changed the colors a little bit so it matches. Changed it from red to blue, which is fine. I think, who cares? So now this is a set you can use, the heavy set, which will match the mace for people who will be using that. Then I added the Prismarine set. Obviously, this is based on, I mean, obviously, I don't know. This is based on the Prismarine soldiers from Minecraft Story Mode, this design of armor. So that's a cool reference. And then these tools match the palette of the tridents. And I also added the Prismarine bow, which is a really simple bow rename. It's the exact same model as the default bow, but it is in Minecraft Story Mode. So it's a cannon bow and it also completes this set. So there was already the gauntlets, the Prismarine gauntlets. You can either choose that as a sword, or you can choose this as a sword, or you can just use a trident, which is just a supposed match for this set. But there you go, the new Prismarine set. Next up, I'm not particularly proud of this. I mean, I didn't necessarily create it, invent it. This is from the April Fool's update. The Poisonous Potato update. This is the Poisonous Potato armor. It's really ugly. It looks like a vomit. I'm sure that's what Mojang intended. Be mindful that the boots are called Poisonous Potatoes. Right, that's a pun from the April Fool's snapshot. There's no actual leggings or helmets, but you know, I could obviously easily make them since, you know, it looks like vomit. There's also the Poisonous Elytra. For you to try out. Oh, I got a cape. Luckily, I got a cape. I don't even want to try this on. It looks ridiculous, but you might like it. I don't know. It's canon to Minecraft. So I also invented tools, which I again think look like vomit. Like, this is just ridiculous. I look ridiculous. But it's netherite, a new netherite set in the game. Yeah, it's crazy. And then it comes with these glasses. You can either rename it to Poison Potato Helmet or Poison Potato Glasses, and then the glasses will be these glasses, which is fun. I think that's a fun, worthwhile rename. This set, not so much. Maybe if you're like a massive troll, you know, it's kind of offensive to be killed by this armor set. I think that could be good. Other than that, this is kind of useless, but okay, moving on. New ballistas in my pack. The ballista was previously in my pack. I renamed the ballista that I had to oak ballista, and I changed the palette to an oak color instead of a generic wood color. And I mean, I don't really know. I don't need to show all of them off. I added color variants for all the ballistas. All right, I'll throw them on the ground so you can look at them. But for the most part, you probably know. You get the point. You can pick your favorites. If you like the ballista design, it's basically just like a barely defaultified crossbow. That's what people have said about it. I really like the ballista. It's cool. It's a cool excuse for me also to add more cool crossbows, which we'll get to later, right after this actually. All right, next up, well, I've already had Golden Goliath armor obviously in the pack. This is based on story mode armor, which is canon to Minecraft obviously, and then I invented these tools. This sword design is based on concept art for Minecraft Dungeons, and now with this set comes a crossbow variant, the Golden Goliath Ballista, which obviously looks like the sticky jumper. We're getting the mace added to Minecraft. It's a pretty big deal. This is actually a crossbow, so it shoots regular arrows. It's a bit unusual for you know, if you're familiar with the sticky jumper. Regular ass arrows. By the way, arrows are now 3D in my pack. That's a pretty big deal. That wasn't possible before, now it is. Look at this, it's pretty cool. Well, let's shoot this chicken, why not? Bam, bye. Regular old chicken. We got cool flat chickens in the nether now. And also, you know, the golden Goliath ballista. I think it looks cool. If you don't know TF2, just enjoy that this, if this is your favorite set, just enjoy that this set has received a range variant. If you like TF2, definitely use this alongside the mace and have fun role-playing, obviously, the soldier, because that's what this is a reference to. That's why it's named Golden Goliath Ballista, right? It's a ballista because ballistas are kind of like, you know, my answer to, you know, I want to add rocket launchers, doesn't really fit, but then I invented the ballista, and now I can kind of add rocket launcher, right? Just call this a ballista. Just imagine that on the inside, it's not an actual rocket launcher. There's just like, you know, elastics inside or whatever, right? It's just like an advanced looking ballista. I thought it would be cool if I added the first Goliath as a obviously a port of the Australian rocket launcher, and then when I added the first Goliath, you know, I also gotta add the regular Goliath. So 3 new crossbow renames, right? All references to TF2. Pick your favorites. I definitely prefer the sticky launcher. It's more unique. It's a striking resemblance too, but it's also just a striking design. But you might like, look, this is really crazy. Check this out. Wait, look at this. Boom. Overkill. But whichever one's your favorite, you know, you might have played TF2 or maybe not. Maybe you just like bazookas, you know. It's a new crossbow rename. It's technically a ballista, so it's not a rocket launcher, okay? Next up, I want to show off some new mace renames that I've done. These were previously netherite axe renames. I will be moving all of these renames to the mace, because I think it makes more sense. And yeah, I said I'm moving them. I will be moving them to the mace. So previously these were netherite axe renames, and in the future these will come to the pack alongside these new ones. I've added this update. For now, these are just renames of the netherite axe, because as I'm recording this, 1.21 hasn't been released. There's no OptiFine, obviously, for an unreleased version of Minecraft. So just for testing purposes, I've put the new mace renames on the netherite axe. I think it works. And I just want to go over them one by one. The pointed potato mace, a reference to the April Fool's snapshot. Combat mace, a reference to Halo, right? You can combine it with the netherite combat armor and you get yourself a really cool look. Very reminiscent of Halo, obviously. I think it's a really cool, good take on this design. Next up is the Bogged Judgment, supposed to be a port of Adam's Judgment from Fallout. Also a really cool design, IMO. These are both fucking massive. And then you can also see the size difference. Like, this one looks massive, but then you see this one that's even more massive. Anyways, new mace renames. You can go bonk people's heads in with this, right? And then do a bunch of knockback damage as well. There's the Bat from the Nether. That's a soldier melee weapon that I thought would be easy and fun to port in the barely default style. Look, it's just, I added like tiny ribs to him as well. I think it's a fun little variant. The first frying pan, well, I guess I should first show off the regular frying pan. Obviously, also a soldier weapon. A mace rename, right? Keep in mind, you can bonk people over the head with this. Like, you'll be flying at them like this, boom, which I think is hilarious. Then the first frying pan, just a golden reskin of the frying pan, going with the first as a naming theme, which came from Nerf in Minecraft. Go check out that video, I guess. Super random, but it works for my pack. So the frying pan, the first frying pan, the Market Gardener, straight up calling it what it is, because the mechanic is so reminiscent of TF2. Like, this is such a strong reference. I might as well just sticking to the name. You can now rename the mace in the next update of my pack to the Market Gardener and just fly around, fly at people with this shovel. It has like a subtle 3D effect. If you can see it, you know, it's barely noticeable, but it's there. And you also hold it, as opposed to normal items, which you hold at this angle, you know, kind of like an axe. You hold it like this, flat, right? It's like boom. Which is perfect, I think. And then you can also rename it to Morningstar or Hammer, right? If you're not happy with the way I made the mace look in default Minecraft, which I can't show off because I'm not loading up that version of the game right now, you can also just rename it to whatever version you prefer. If you like the mace from Minecraft Dungeons, that design style, you can just call it a Morningstar, which is what I renamed that design to, because it is actually more a Morningstar than it is a mace. And if you like more of a hammer design, just rename it to Hammer. All right, so pick your mace. You can choose your own design. If you don't like Mojang's design, if you don't like the design that I did, rename it to whatever you want. Then obviously you will have all these crazy renames as well. One last set of renames I've done this update. Really stupid. I've added a new sword rename for all the tiers. The Potato Peeler. It's not even so pretty. It's the same texture from the April Fool's update, but you can get it, whatever. It's kind of a meme weapon for all the tiers. Why? I don't know. I did it. That was such a genuine why to myself. Holy shit. Very, very, very fun to have captured that moment. I also added a 3D model for the sniffer item, which is just the model if you place it down, which is just consistent with my barely default design philosophy. And I also made the dropped items of my 3D armor a bit bigger by popular request, namely by Ninja Frito. He kept asking, and now I did it. It's a good request. It's a good change. They were too small before. And if you didn't know, my pack has 3D armor. There you go. I added a new rare bat variant. This variant spawns 1 in 128 bats. If we don't get it anytime soon, I'm just gonna name it because it also appears as a named variant. But I do want to see if I can spawn one before I finish this sentence. I guess not. Okay, we're gonna use an anvil. All right, whatever. There you go. Check it out. Potato. I mean, from the Poison Potato update. It's a very funny variant. It's extremely rare, which is good because it's super silly. There it is. Look, imagine if you find this one. Look at it. You would be, like, if you don't know the Poison Potato update, this is horrible. This is so random. But this is very funny also. Look at it. Oh, I just fell through the ice. Look at it. There you go. Watch out, kids. Don't ever look at a flying poisonous potato as you're walking on ice. Because it's apparently dangerous. The more you know. I think these are great. I think I'm just gonna spam these in the world. Because I think I like having these around. They're probably gonna despawn. But I think these are great. You know, worthwhile addition, maybe? I don't know, whatever. I made slimes pixel consistent, which is hardly noticeable, because who cares if slimes are pixel consistent or not? The texture is opaque and like super simple anyways. But now the big slimes will have they're pixel consistent. They have a bigger texture. You know, like I said, you hardly notice it, but it is true. And with that, I also added some new slime renames. This one is the tropical slime. From Minecraft, Earth and Dungeons also, I think. It's animated. This one doesn't spawn naturally. It just spawns from an egg. You have to rename a slime. Not pixel consistent because the animation is such a pain in the ass to make. Except for the small one. The small one doesn't even have fish. Because like I said, the animation is such a pain in the ass to make. So I don't know if it's even good that this one is pixel consistent. But it is at least. And there you go. You can rename it. So if you catch a slime and you have a name tag, have fun with that. And there's another one, the Spud. Check it out. You can rename your caught slime if you have a name tag to Spud. Look, the small ones don't even damage you, right? So that's actually a great little addition. Not pixel consistent yet. I would like to make this one pixel consistent though. But for now, a new slime for you. And a cool thing about these renames is you can actually put, look, this one's named Tropical, but you can put something after that. And this one's named Spud, you can put something before it, right? Which is a bit confusing, but it's better than not being able to do it, right? So for example, I can call this one Tropical Slime, it'll work. Tropical Jerry, just an example, will work. Mega Spud will work. Frito Spud will work. Like anything will work. So yeah. I added a new skeleton variant in the Deep Dark. It has a diamond in its eye, which is a bit mean because it doesn't drop it. But I did like the idea because they're gray in the Deep Dark, my skeletons. They're gray. They're the default skeleton colors, but above ground, my skeletons are yellow. So it might, in the right conditions, perfectly camouflage and trick you into thinking that you find diamond ore, which I think is hilarious and also a bit evil, but hilarious nonetheless. While we're here, I'd like to show off that the arrows in the skeletons' quivers is now also 3D, and this is to accommodate that all arrows are now officially 3D in my pack. The arrows on pulled bows are 3D, shot arrows are 3D, and now the arrows and quivers are also 3D. So that's a very happy day for me. Barely Default is in a really good state right now. It's probably the best it's ever been. I mean, it always is every update, but like, I guess that's a stupid thing to say. It is every update the best it's ever been. But it is definitely now again, right? I added a custom item model for all the different paintings in the game. You can't get the different paintings as items in survival mode, but you can get them in creative mode. Look, I just typed in painting and they all show up. This is the only painting you can get in survival mode, which is still the animated texture since when you place it, it's completely random. But these paintings that you can get from the creative inventory are all based... Oh yeah, my keyboard is broken. Look, damn, my keyboard is... This is the worst. Never mind, I'm just gonna do it manually, okay? These are all supposed to be sort of like representations of what they look like when they're placed. I mean, this works to a large extent. These are not perfectly pixel consistent. They're still a bit small. Actually, they're supposed to be even bigger. But I do think they look fun. You hold them on your arm like this, and that's basically the case for all the paintings. A useful new feature in Barely Default. Very happy with this. It feels very consistent and makes my pack feel more complete. I added one more axolotl skin. There it already is. It's the green axolotl. Last update, I added a shit ton of axolotl variants. A bunch of them being rare, so they won't even really show up right now, probably. But this green one is new. It's seen in the trailer, I think, for Minecon. It's seen in like some footage. It's on the wiki. It's never actually seen. The file is never seen, so you know, just There's no official palette, but this is basically what it looks like. It's a fun new variant for the cyan axolotl, right? So that says something about its rarity, I guess. But it's basically just a common axolotl. I added a new rare villager skin, and it hasn't showed up yet, and it's kind of shit to just spawn a bunch of random villagers here until we find it. If we can't find it, which we probably won't, because it's really rare, I'll just put a screenshot in the screen, because, you know, I don't want to have infinite villagers running around here. I guess they'll all die. It's not the word. It's not that bad. They'll all die out here. But I'm gonna have to spawn a lot, because it's like again, like 1 in 200 villagers will look like this. Well, that was totally worth it. Here he is. He has a green nose and he has a potato skin. And now there's a shit ton of villagers in my ocean, which is not the best. This update of my pack also adds a new variant of the Elder Guardian that looks like the Ancient Guardian. I would still like to add more details to this, but then I would like to add variants with and without details. So just consider this the variant without all the seaweed, and it's just a recolor of the Elder Guardian for now. But there will be more details coming to this, but I thought for now this is better than having just only one, right? So basically it's 50-50 chance, so every ocean monument you find has a chance of having either one colors of Guardian, which I think is very fun. More dynamic than only having one Guardian, right? And that's probably it for this video. I mean, my pack adds a lot, like I guess axolotl, my pack adds a lot, and I guess I'll show that off by spotting some zombie variants. There you go, all the zombies are super random. There's 200 million zombie variants in my pack. In this case, they also have a chance of being snowy, because we're in a snowy biome. And they're gonna terminate these villagers right now, because I've spawned way too many of them. It's a real problem. And this is my SMP world, so that's not the best. I hope those guys have fun out there. I've been MJ, Mickey Joe. Check out my texture pack, Barely Default. It's out for free. A lot of cool features you can get. It's probably the best pack. And join my Discord. There's some links, or ask me about a link. Join me on Twitter. I want to say join me on Twitter. Don't join me on Twitter, but if you have an account, don't make Twitter for me. But if you have an account, then do follow me. And Instagram, I have a bunch of shit. TikTok, what else do I have? I don't know. Whatever. You'll find me. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
And if he asked you to come over, and if you left your cats at home, that means he'll know you up, you're the kill, he will go second home. And he camouflages his body, no regard for your personal space. He'll explode your whole base, you're like I see erased for the